All right, hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 5. I made a couple of changes that will hopefully improve things a little bit, one of which is having the compass and date and time up top here. You know, a little more real-time look as time passes throughout the day. Also hoping the audio will be a little better with dialogue volume increased and then
The cooks had
background
fixed something
quieter.
really special. Pancakes topped with fruit. They started to make a salmon souffle, but they didn't have any salmon. They did get a good deal from Andre on some anchovies, though. Sal wanted to make a blueberry pie, but Merrick was selling bananas and grapes, so she made those into a pie instead. Just as Rover was taking the souffle out of the oven, Tony called Tessie a frumpy old toadstool, so she threw the pie at him. She got him square on the face, and the fruit pie pan fell on the souffle, squashing it flat. So now we have anchovy pancakes and baked fruit. Hope you like it.
That story just took like 20 minutes. Alrighty, let's head out the door and have a couple of places that we want to go to start the day. The first of which is going to be visiting the Adventurers Guild. Let's head up this direction. There we go. The door pushes open. You enter the guild. Alright, let's take a look here. We're going to read the logbook first. Latest entry says, I, Elsa von Spielberg, have come to Silmaria to win the rights of rulership and become ruler of this kingdom. Let's keep reading. The previous entry in this logbook has the following message. I, Magnum Opus, warrior extraordinaire, shall soon rule all who are here. You are most privileged to be in my presence. And then, a fairly recent entry says, Kokino Bokomiso, guard of Silmaria, has become an adventurer so that he may compete in the rights of rulership. Silmaria shall have the ruler she deserves. And then the earliest entries mentioned something about the Dragon of Agnor, the Vicious Chicken of Bristol, and something about Sir not appearing in this picture. Little Holy Grail reference. There are no other interesting entries. Examining the logbook, looking the logbook over, you realize that it is relatively new. Figure it was started when Toro took over as Adventurer Guildmaster of Silmaria. And let's sign it. You take the pen lying upon the table, dip it in the octopus ink, and sign your name and quest into the book. Wonderful. Alright. Adventurers Guild Bulletin Board. Let's read through what's posted here. Potion ingredients needed. Feathers. Hey man, need some energy? So do we. Bring the feathers of a Pegasus to the apothecary and we'll fix you up. Keep on truckin'. Ooh, I wonder who that is. And then announcements telling us that the rites are open. Enter the rights of rulership. Be king of Silmaria. Good job for best man or woman. Go to Hall of Kings. Maybe that was written by Toro. And help wanted, lost basket. Small wicker basket, last seen on the beach southwest of Silmaria. Please return to Sara the bead merchant. Small reward. Wonderful. And help wanted, regicide. Wanted for the crime of regicide. Assassin of the king of Silmaria. Reward of 2,000 drachmas for information leading to arrest. Wonderful. Now let's head over this direction, where...
Good see Hero Man. Good Hero Man here. Toro like Hero Man.
we are reacquainted with an old friend from Quest for Glory 1.
Good see Hero Man.
Greet Toro. Now let's ask how he's doing.
Like Silmaria. Feel like home. Like guild. Important job. Miss Elsa. Want Elsa be here more. Glad see you.
All right, tell us about the guild.
Good place talk adventure. Good place make body strong. Good place learn things. Good place.
Seems like he thinks it's a good place. How does he feel about being guildmaster?
Toro come here. Guild guy ask Toro if adventurer. Toro say yes. Guild guy say Toro guild master. Guild guy go. Toro stay. Toro, Guildmaster.
Seems like a reasonable series of events. And how does he feel about Silmaria?
Come here with Elsa. No like man Elsa with. Stay here in Silmaria.
Oh, does Elsa have a man? Well, let's ask about Elsa first, then we can learn about the man.
Elsa good. Elsa hero. Make brigands leave Spielberg. Fight brother all time. Brother dumb, but brother boss. Dumb boss, bad boss. Elsa leave Spielberg. Elsa come here be boss. Elsa good boss.
I would truly love a Quest for Glory 6 that kind of encompasses all the other games. We can travel back to Spielberg and see how much of a dick the Baronet still is. Maybe somehow either depose him or help him be less of a worthless idiot. His dad seemed like a pretty good guy. Anyway, let's ask about the man Elsa's with.
Man got money. Man got big house. Man got big boat. Man got Elsa. No like man.
Fair enough. Alright, farewell, Toro.
Hope see hero man later. You good man.
Thanks, Toro. Let's see, what's on the wall here? If you are not mistaken, this is the rare moose fish. Remember, no moose is good moose. Legend says only virgins can see unicorns. You pretend you can't see it. I think that might be more of a rhino, maybe, but I don't know. It's a little weird looking. Yikes, for a moment you thought you accidentally entered the Lawyers Guild. I guess that's a shark joke. This looks like the big mouth Billy Bass. Just for the halibut you yell. He's hard of herring. Hey, that's the way the cods fall. Oh, that's brutal. How about this? It was the beast of times, it was the worst of rhymes. Oh, man. How about this fish? You cod swear this fish just winked at you. It must be either a flirting finny or a kissing gourami. I don't know what that is. I don't know anything about fish. Oh no, Pumbaa! It's a Tippecanoe and antlers too. Alright, and one more fish. It's a dolphin-free tuna. It was caught on porpoise. Alright, that's enough. Let's continue on. So, let's run around. We're going to say hi to our boatman, Andre, I think. Don't really have much of any significance to talk to him about just yet, but...
Kalimera! That means good day here in Silmaria. Welcome to our city. I hope you find happiness on this island. I am Andre, a fisherman. I am also happy to ferry people to the nearby islands on my boat.
Wonderful. Hello.
Yassas, it is nice to see a new face around here.
And how are you?
I am out on this dock on most mornings. I fish for most of the day and evening and come back in the night. I know the waters around Silmaria in my sleep.
How's your boat?
If you ever wish to go for a boat ride, I'll be happy to take you around the bay or to the nearby islands. Any further out than that, and boats are attacked by sea creatures.
Sea turtles. How about being a fisherman?
Most fishermen on Marit live in the villages outside town. That is, they used to live there. They have been driven from their homes by attacks from armed mercenaries. They have been driven from the sea by attacks from tritons and sea monsters, and most have left this island. I am the sole remaining Silmarian fisherman.
That seems like a lot of responsibility for one guy. Tell us about these tritons.
Tritons are half men, half fish people who live under the water. They used to be friendly and helpful to fishermen. Lately, though, they have attacked every ship that sails past the nearby islands. No one knows why they have become hostile.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, let's learn a little bit more about the mercenaries.
The mercenaries are armed soldiers who have been sailing into the fishing villages and driving all the fisherfolk away. They could invade the city any day.
That also seems bad. And tell us about Samaria.
Silmaria is the only city on the island of Marit. Marit is a large island, as you can see if you look on the map. In good years, you can sail around the entire island. And this is not a good year, and the seas are too dangerous to travel that far.
This is not a good year.
It was good speaking with you. Yassas!
Way too excited about saying Yassas. Feels like he just learned that word himself. Alright, gotta stop by Folos the weaponsmith here quickly.
What can I sell you?
And we're gonna purchase a spear. Let's go with that.
Nice dealing with you.
Alright, and And let's grab a couple extra throwing daggers. Yeah.
It's worth a lot more than you're offering. We got a deal.
Nice. Alright, and it's not quite 9 yet, so Adventurer won't be awake. So we'll head out the back gate, see what's what's going on back here. The wall above the guard raises the portcullis. Wonderful. Alright, so if we continue down this way, we'll see what we will come to learn is Silence Island. And it's not overly necessary, but we can read this sign here. You see some sort of sign about Silence Island. This shoreline... Oh, no, that's not what I want to do. Alright, that's enough. So, we are going to pull this lever, which starts the windmill, and then we're going to pull this lever. This lever looks like it affects the machinery leading from the control box below and out to the overhanging pole. You assess that it probably switches something in some way. Alright. So we try and pull it. It doesn't want to move. Try and push it. It's stuck. So we use a little extra force. With a surge of strength, you force the lever to move. Unfortunately, you feel a snap and the lever flips out of your hands. Well, lucky for us, we just made a purchase of a spear, which is basically just a lever. There's a slight jerk as the spear sets into place. Seems to fit perfect. Alright. So we take the brake off, and now the gondola will start to move. I'm not exactly certain why they decided to design it this way, but you have to stop the gondola. So right as it's coming around, it should stop there. Good. We'll jump in. And we should be able to take a rock and hit this lever. There we go. And we're off and running. And for whatever reason you don't need to hit the brake at Silence Island, it'll just stop there. I don't know why. Alright, I'm gonna jump out. And now we have to gain access to Island's Island. Well, I guess we're on Silence Island, but the actual academy. So, Science Academy quiz. Welcome to the Academy of Science. You too can have a career as a successful research assistant for a brilliant scientist. Please take the simple science quiz to enter. Do serious research. Okay. What is the purpose of science? To explore new worlds and new civilizations, to discover the true meaning of life, the universe, and everything, and to find out what dimension the missing socks go to when they're washed. Oh, to provide telepathic communication with ants. That'd be fun, too. Let's go with this. Correct. A true scientist would be willing to hitchhike to the end of the galaxy for answers. I wonder what book this could be referencing. Alice wheel turns, and we get question number 2. What is the goal of the true scientist? To get tenure at a major university, to impress babes with your towering intellect, to plot to take over the world, or D, all of the above, which is what we will go with. A scientist has a diverse portfolio of desires and goals. One more turn. And another question. What does every scientist need? To be able to spell Beetlejuice. That is a difficult word to spell. To be able to tell the difference between a hawk and a handsaw. A diploma from the Academy of Science and Samaria, or a perpetual motion machine. Well, that should be obvious. The diploma. You are definitely a degree above the ordinary. Wonderful. What is a quark? A bartender on a space station, a measure of weight, a particle of an atom. All of those are true. True scientist looks for all the answers. The Star Trek reference dropped in. And should just be one more. Why is science essential? Without science, the world would be destroyed by ignorance and superstition. It keeps scientists employed. Were it not for science, gravity wouldn't exist and everyone would fly around everywhere. Or all of the above. I would like to think that it's 3. Without gravity, everyone would just fly, but I think it's the first one. A shining beacon of science shall shatter the darkness of superstition. Cute. Alright, moving to the giant gear now reveals an open door into the Science Academy. Congratulations, you are now able to try to be a scientist. Lucky guy. Aren't we just? Alright, let's pop in here, and we're gonna meet a new friend. This guy.
Greetings. You must be looking for a successful career as a lab assistant for extremely important scientists. You come at a good time. All you need to do is pass the final test on the screen over there. Then you can start your training. I am Dr. Pretorius. I shall be your mentor and advisor. Gort, over there, is my senior lab assistant. We'll make a true scientist out of you.
Sure. Let's talk to him. Say hello.
You mean you are not here to become a famous scientist? I'm afraid I'm very busy right now and have no time for salesmen, reporters, adventurers, or other riffraff.
Good to know. Tell me about yourself.
I am head scientist and instructor at the Academy of Sciences here in Silmaria. Most of the scientists are on sabbatical right now. There was a little disagreement about one of the experiments. However, we are fully operational as an educational facility.
Interesting. And let's ask the most important question. Tell me about pizza.
You are wise to ask that. Pizza is the essence of scientific principles. A well-designed pizza is like a well-designed experiment, balanced and planned in every aspect. The crust must be crisp and to the point, like the hypothesis one seeks to prove by experimentation. The sauce must be the careful combination of the various substances distilled to their essence, like the exploration of a hypothesis of the experimentation. The cheese must be binding, like the culmination of the exploration of a hypothesis of the experimentation. The anchovies and artichokes, which are necessary for the truly well-designed pizza, are there because they happen to be my favorite pizza toppings.
That's a joke that goes on a little too long. Let's ask about science.
Science is the application of mathematics and reasoning towards solving the problems of the universe. For example, one could say that the flare of the hypothesis is equal to the sum of the glares on the opposite sides. Unless, of course, you consider that to be triangular reasoning.
Science jokes are hard. Alright, tell me about Gort.
Other than a slight speech impairment, Gort is the perfect example of the self-made man. He is the very model of the Aristotelian ideal. Just look at that splendid cranium capacity. You will not find a finer specimen anywhere.
Not so certain that Gort was self-made, but alright. Tell us about Science Island.
Island was constructed by careful scientific processes. It has all the necessary elements for research. A microscope for the minuscule and a telescope to explore the cosmos. There is a platform designed to land flying machines and a crane to retrieve subsea surface vehicles. There is also a slide for launching upper orbital artificial satellites. Unfortunately, most of those things haven't been invented yet.
Nice to know that they're available to us, though. I think that's enough.
When you come to the revelation that science is the ultimate adventure of a lifetime, you may return here to begin your academic career.
His voice and speech pattern seem like they would have belonged really well in Ordavia. Sounds a lot like the guard, the gatekeeper, Boris. Here we have a pizza pie chart, or artichoke and anchovy pizza. Anchoke is not quite a thing as far as I know. The ultimate combination of ingredients. Alright, well, let's take this secondary science test, which we're going to need for later. So you want to be a scientist? Not really. It takes real brains to wrestle quadratic equations. If you believe you have what it takes to be a successful scientist, take this simple test. You too can be formulating theorems of the universe in no time. Botany, what is a daffodil? A great face on a daff, a member of the Narcissus genus, a very silly crocodile, or a pickled duck? Yeah, most of these are fairly obvious answers, even if you have no idea, just because the other ones are ridiculous. But what is aerodynamics? The forensic study of death by being pushed off a flying hammock. All right, a type of exercise to music. Fair enough. Or the branch of science that deals with the motion of air. Geometry. What is a quadrant? A four-person flame war. I like that. 1/4 of an ant. Where they keep the space-time anomalies or an arc of 90 degrees. Astronomy. Name a constellation. Carcinogenic, the crustacean. Prego, the not-so-virtuous. O'Reilly, the radar, or none of the above. And zoology. What is an octopus? An 8-armed cata. What the parrot said as the cat ate him. All of the above, or the correct answer, a cephalopod mollusk. Alright. Congratulations, you are a fully qualified lab assistant. And now we get our password, which is pizza. We have to jot that down because we actually are going to need it, and it is different every game. I'm not really sure why they do that, because it seems like a really easy thing to forget, and I don't know exactly how stuck you get because of it, but still. Doesn't seem necessary, but that is all we need to do on Silence Island for today, so let's head back. And again, I don't know why, but for some reason we don't need to hit the brake a second time. Can retrieve the rock we threw, but I don't really feel like it. Alright, let's continue on. And we're going to go back to town. I'm going to stop in and say a quick hello to the famous adventurer. Could do it tomorrow, but I feel like doing it today. Whenever possible, I like to get the broader dialogue points done earlier, so that once we're truly started on the game, we can focus on just playing. Alright. Talk. Say hello.
Didn't notice you coming in. Trying to get the phrasing just right in my new book, How to Be a Writer in 10 Easy Lessons. Of course, lesson number 1 is to be inspired. Like taking a drink from the Hippocrene.
The Hippocrene, huh? Let's ask about him.
There was a time when I was a lot like you. Young, adventurous, good-looking, bound to see the world. Running around became such a hassle, though. I've been there and I've done that, and there's not much left to do.
Okay. Let's ask about the school.
I started this school a while ago. Just got tired of doing things one day and decided to settle down for a while. Picked up a pen and started to write about some of the things I'd done. Guess I've been here for a long time now.
Books?
Used to love books as a kid. They taught me things, made me want to go places and do things. Now all I do is write them.
Doesn't seem to have a great deal of love for it. Tell me about yourself.
So you really wanted to be a hero? Sounds like you managed pretty well. Books helped, I'm sure, but it's what you got to do with the knowledge that counts. Been a long time since I was like you. Guess I just got tired. Tell you what, you being an adventurer and all, you'll probably want to explore this island. Well, somewhere to the north is the genuine Pegasus, that winged horse of legend. Tried to ride him once, but he threw me right into the sea. Took me a while to get to the shore. If you ever see where Pegasus nests, look for a stream nearby. That's the Hippocrene stream, boy. Pegasus stomped its hoof one day and the water came pouring out. Bring me some of that water, kid. It's been so long since I tasted its sweet inspiration. I'll make sure it's worth your while.
Have to keep that in mind. And we can ask about the rights of rulership.
So the old king is dead. Just goes to show how much I've been paying attention around here. The rights of rulership is a good way to pick a king. Better than most, anyway.
Fair enough. All right.
There's nothing here, kid. Just dust and dried ink. That's all I am anymore. Dried up like a prune, and about as much fun.
Well, he's inspiring. Alrighty. Few more beats around town here. Head back to where most of the shops are, and let's go in here first. Open the door and walk right into the apothecary. And look who it is.
Oh, Julinar, look! It's that prince person who told me about you. I'll never forget him. I can't tell you how happy I am that you told me about Julinar back in Tarna. Whatever your name is.
Welcome to our apothecary. I believe we have met before, although I was in quite another form at the time.
Oh, that's right. Julinar was a tree when you last saw her, wasn't she? Well, it's good to see you again.
Yes, it is in fact Salim and Julinar. Let's start by talking to her.
It is a great pleasure to see you. You have been most kind to me.
Alright, how are you?
It is good to be human again. In the form of a tree, you can learn great wisdom, but it is the knowledge born of solitude. I now enjoy greatly the company of others. I am mastering the arts of healing both the body and the soul.
And yet, she remains completely stationary for the entire game.
Salim is a man of great kindness and heart. I am deeply happy with him.
Nice. How's the apothecary doing?
With Salim's knowledge of potions and pills and my healing abilities, we have much business here.
Nice. And tell me about the town.
This land is so much more alive than the deserts I grew up in. It is so green and lush that it soothes the soul.
You said it, Julinar. Plants make people happy.
If you are ever injured, I will be honored to heal you.
That's a nice thing to have in the back pocket, a little free healing from her. And we'll talk to Salim.
Hi, it's so good to see you again. I really have to thank you for telling me about Julinar. She's everything I dreamed she would be.
Nice. How is she doing?
I left Tarna and went all the way to Shapir by boat. I followed your directions, and there I found Julinar, all alone in the desert, just like you told me. I guess even trees get lonely. So I camped out there and talked to her, gave her some hugs and some really good plant food I brewed. Her leaves really perked up with my kind words. Then I awoke one night and the tree was gone. There sat the girl of my dreams in her place. I was totally thrilled, even if I did kind of miss the tree. We've been together ever since.
Salim would miss the tree. How's the apothecary doing?
We're doing a good business here. The plants just love this place and grow really well. We like making people happy, too.
Nice. And what do you think about town?
This is such a wonderfully cosmic place to be. I'm really glad we came here.
Good. Alright, let's make some purchases. So we can try and buy some stamina pills.
Let's see, where is it? If I were a little bottle, where would I be?
I am afraid that you have sold the last bottle to that strong fighter who came here yesterday.
Oh, right. We ran out of Pegasus feathers the last time we were making it. Sorry, but we won't have any stamina pills until we get a few more Pegasus feathers.
That is an issue. We could buy poison cure. We don't need to yet. We'll get them later. Let's get a bunch of healing pills. And let's try that.
I'd really like to be able to sell stuff that cheap. Sure, that'll work.
Alright, we are also going to grab a couple of,
Ooh, jalapeno peppers. They're nice and hot. They'll clean you right out and burn out all the bad bugs in your system. Good stuff.
Alright. Yeah, we can grab a few of these. Pick yourself some peppers from your generous friend's supplies. And I don't remember how many we need, but it might even just be one. We'll grab 3. Okay. Now, we're going to stop by and...
Welcome. May I entice you with some tasty treat?
Sure. Buy a couple things from Merrick, namely some pizzas.
Forgive me, but I must... That is very...
Alright. Apparently pepperoni's a lot more expensive.
May your mouth be...
And we'll get some gyros, I don't know. Just because we need to always have some food on hand, just in case.
Forgive me, but I must... That is very...
Okay. Yeah, we don't need to buy that yet. Alright, now let's go into the magic shop. And if you recall, Rakesh told us about the proprietor of this particular institution.
Greetings, Prince of Shapir. My father Rakesh informed me of your arrival. I am Chakra Sotarna, and this is the magic shop of Silmaria.
Wonderful. Hello.
Welcome to Silmaria and my magic shop.
Tell me about magic.
This is a land that is rich with magic. This island is rumored to have risen when Atlantis was destroyed eons ago. There are many magical items and weapons to be found here. Many merchants sell such items if they consider you to be trustworthy.
Well, I guess the question is, does he find us trustworthy? Let's ask about the shop.
I sense that you do not have the essence of magic within your soul, but I do sell some things that might interest you. For instance, every adventurer could use a mystic magnet to carry them to safety. I am certain you will find it useful.
It is true we have no magical ability, but we could be interested in these magnets.
The mystic magnets are a pair. You set one in a place of safety, a bedroom for example. You have only to use the other magnet upon yourself to teleport instantly back to the room with the other magnet. As you can tell, this can save your life when you are in danger.
It can also save you a lot of time. Tell me about chakra.
I am a wizard, the only male lion tar who has ever practiced the fine art of magic. I have made Silmaria my home for several years now. If you are but half the hero my father thinks you are, then I will be very happy to see you rule this island.
I wouldn't hate being king. And how's your dad?
It is good to see my father again. I summoned him when the king was assassinated. He has been aiding Logos, the High Counselor.
You'd like to hear him say it. He came on his own, but maybe it was a, combination.
Good luck, and I hope you find Silmaria as wondrous as I do.
Alright, let's purchase something. Now, he does have a magic dagger, which we'll be buying later. But for right now, we definitely want this mystic magnet. And I forget how low it'll go.
I thank you for doing business with me.
Alright. Well, it's actually a pair of mystic magnets. And it is one of our favorite items in the game. But we'll come back to it in a little bit. Alright. We'll meet
Greetings,
just a couple more
wanderer from
people.
afar. Welcome to the sea, sands, and shores of Silmaria. I am Sarah, a cutter merchant of jewelry and gifts. How may I aid you on your journey?
Nothing yet, but we will chat, learn about you.
Welcome again, and thrice more welcome. You have the manners of one who earns the respect of all around you.
4 welcomes. Crazy. Tell us about the Katas.
We are the children of the desert sands, traders and merchants to 1,000 lands. My mate Marak, the food seller, and my daughter Sala, the maker of music, have come to this land of water and waves to make our fortune.
Wonderful. Tell me about Marak.
My life mate Marak sells food from a cart. He is on the other side of this plaza.
And how's your daughter?
Sala is still but a kitten, but she has talent and the will to become a highly skilled musician someday. Perhaps soon she will be invited to perform somewhere other than the streets of Silmaria. However, she is shy and doesn't speak except with her music.
Interesting. Tell me about what you sell.
I am the seller of jewelry and baubles to please the eye and enhance the beauty of the wearer.
Cute. How are you?
I am most well, kind sir. I hope that I may be of service to you always.
Tell us what you think about the town.
This is a beautiful city, although there is too much water for the desert fur of Akata. This is the town square, where the merchants have shops and stands.
Any interesting rumors?
There is word said that a hero has been summoned to this land to drive away the invaders and restore the peace of Silmaria.
A hero, Well, tell me about these invaders.
The countryside has been overwhelmed with an army of outsiders. The city may be attacked at any time. That is why the city is so empty. Most of the people and visitors have gone elsewhere.
Alright, and we can tell her about our time in Shapir.
So, you are the Prince of Shapir. You are a great hero of our homeland. I am most honored to speak with you, Kata friend.
Well, thanks.
May you find in this land the heart's content which you seek.
Alright, and finally, one more person who is an interesting character. Wonder if he would be made today.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. It is always a pleasure to meet someone new. Welcome to Silmaria. I am Wolfie, an artist, an artisan of Grecian urns and amphoria.
Alright, Wolfie has a good bit to tell us.
It is most genuinely a pleasure to be seeing you. My tail wags very fast.
Tell us about these amphorae.
An amphora is a Grecian urn. It is used to carry liquids of all varieties.
We can ask what's a Grecian urn, which I'm not really sure what the origins of this joke is, but it's a very old joke at this point.
Are we speaking union or non-union?
I'm wondering, maybe that's Monty Python? I'm not sure. Seems like a Monty Python joke. Anyway, let's ask about Samaria.
Silmaria is a very fine city, yes indeed. This is the best place to buy many things in this town square. You can meet many people here as well. Some of them will be so kind as to not pick your pocket as they walk by. At the docks you can rent a boat and take a pleasant sea voyage. It is most fun, as long as you do not drown or get attacked by the sea people. I am not much up at Nob Hill, except daily to read the notices and to keep informed of many things that go on in this city. It is how I know the assassin has been killing people on the streets of Silmaria. I have even made a visit to the Guild of the Adventurers in the west part of town, even though I am not an adventurer. The guildmaster there is most impressive. If he came where I came from, he would be sacred. I think you will be very happy in Silmaria. It is a very good place to be, even if the city is soon to be overrun with foreign soldiers and destroyed economically by war with the sea people. Oh, you must be very careful of the monsters, thieves, and the assassins here too. All in all, you will find Silmaria to be most exciting.
He's a very upbeat fella. Tell us about the soldiers.
It is said that the countryside is overrun by the invaders from the north. Soon they will be knocking at our gates and asking to take over the kingdom, I am thinking.
And the war?
The sea people have been attacking many of the ships that sail to and from our harbor. The lives of many fish have been spared, for the fishermen have left this island. It is just as well, for they lost their homes to the soldiers.
Thieves?
This was once a very fine place for thieves. There was not a day gone by when I did not admire how a thief had taken something before my eyes without me seeing him. Most of them are gone away right now. I have heard that these thieves are off searching for an ebony raven. This is most curious, for I have seen such a bird flying over the city. You would think that they would look up there for it first.
Indeed. Ebony Raven. And the assassin.
The king of Silmaria was killed by an assassin, or so it is said. There is another person that the assassin has murdered, if the rumor is to be true. It is a wonder if we are not all killed by him.
It would be quite the feat. And how are you, Wolfie?
You wish to know more about me? I am only an artist trying to make a living by selling what crafts that I can. I come from the lands of Punjabi, where my people, the Canines, live. I am skilled at making art with clay or paint. If you have need of something made or painted, then I would be most happy to be doing it for you.
Tell us about art.
I am making these amphora and pots to sell for the people. I am also making nice maps for people to get lost with. Most of all, I am painting fine pictures that never sell. Tailors do make very good paintbrushes if you are lucky enough to have one.
Tell us about the canine people.
My people are cunning and clever, I am thinking. There is not a one of us who does not make very much money by working all the time.
In this way, we do not find the time to spend the money we make.
And tell us about Punjabi.
Punjabi is lying to the east of here by many, many miles. It is in the land of India. Someday I hope to sell enough to be making my way back to there. At times I am most homesick.
I guess in Quest for Glory 6, we'll also have to go to Punjabi in India. And tell me about yourself.
Oh my goodness, you are certainly a hero. This is very good, because it is that Salmaria could use your help, I am thinking.
All right.
As they would say in the lands I have come from, Namaste. This means greetings to you, and I am hoping much to see you again.
All right. That is enough for now. So we're pretty much just going to waste some time for the rest of the day until this evening when the inn opens. So why don't I pause here and, I don't know, practice swimming or something for a few hours, and we'll come back when the dead parrot is open. So hang on. Well, it occurs to me I had a
Namaste, and may you be having a pleasant day.
Important thing to do with Wolkie, which was purchase a couple of things. Honestly, not as important is to purchase this map, though I like to get it. I don't know, it seems like good.
That is a very good offer, but this is very, very good.
More important, though, we need some amphora. Need at least 3. I'm probably just going to get 5 for now. We'll try that.
That is a very good offer. Now we seem to be getting 4. This is very...
Alright, good. Now that we have that, we can pause again, and I'll be back when it is time to go to the inn. Alright, we did a little swimming, did a little sneaking, and I think now it is time to stop sneaking and just head into the inn, where we're going to stop by and chat with our lady friends. Talk to Boudoir first.
You certainly have a way with words. I wish he had his way with me.
And how is Boudoir doing?
I know what I like, and I like what I see.
Ferrari better not hear you say such things.
It seems, Nawar, that Ferrari wouldn't be the only jealous person around here.
Oh? Is Noir jealous? Let's ask about it.
Always flirting describes Nawar to a tease.
And how about today's special?
Today's special is rum and croak. It'll get rid of a frog in the throat, and I've been told it's pretty good.
Surprised that she's dropping so many puns. We could flirt with her, but we will choose not to.
Come back soon.
Come back often.
And instead, we'll talk to Noir.
Seeing you here again makes my evening.
And we'll ask how she's doing.
I'm always feeling fine when you're around.
And how about Boudoir?
Boudoir and I have known each other for longer than a girl is willing to admit.
And how's Ferrari doing?
Ferrari brought us here from Razir. He's ruthless, cunning, and deceitful. Those are his good points.
And Ugarte?
Ugarte is a sneaky little twerp who knows everything about everybody. One day, he's going to learn something he shouldn't, and someone will teach him to mind his own business.
Interesting. And tell us about the wheel.
All it takes is a little toss, and the house takes a loss. If you are as good as you seem to be, you can't lose.
And we can flirt with her a little bit.
I've always had a thing for men with big swords.
And unfortunately, she just says the same thing. There's not like multiple flirting lines, at least not tonight, so.
Gotta go so soon? We were just starting to get to know each other.
We can try the wheel here. It's not as easy as some of the other games, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, we'll play the color game. 10 drachma, sure. Alright. So the first one doesn't really matter. Whatever color we get, we get. Alright, cool. So we're going for red. Now this is where things get a little more difficult. And I'm not exactly practiced at this, but we'll give it a shot. That's not it. That was terrible. But we can at least do this. However, now we have to be perfect on this one, and I doubt I will be if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But we'll try. Nope. Wow.
You lose, sucker.
Ah, that's alright. We'll continue on. We can play again later. I will try and win at least once. Let's stop by and see how Ugarte is doing.
Ah, it is good to see you. You are finding your way around this fair city, I trust.
More or less. How you doing?
It is amazing what some people will pay for the right information. Why, just today, I sold someone some secrets about his wife that he did not know. Poor man. I'm afraid they did not make him happy.
Oh, how's Ferrari?
Oh, Signor Ferrari is probably at the arena tonight. He enjoys witnessing the combats. He also enjoys the money so many people are willing to pay to watch these combats. Myself, I am not interested in watching such brutality.
I don't know if we'll do much in the Colosseum in this playthrough. We might save that for some of the other characters. Tell me about rumors.
You seem to think that information is free. However, I will let you know that a certain attractive young woman has been asking about you. You seem to be quite popular with the ladies, no?
At least one.
I'm hoping we will be able to do business together. You always seem to be in the middle of things. I am always happy to play the role of a middleman.
Alright. Speaking of which, we're going to run immediately over to the Thieves Guild. And one thing we know for certain, since we were just talking to him, is that Ugarte will not be there. Since we're making a straight path. Now that you're an official member of this guild, you know how to bypass the trap on the door. Wonderful. And of course, Ugarte is right here. Hello.
I am most well, thank you. I hope you are equally well, my friend.
Yeah, more or less. How you doing?
I have been learning some very interesting things lately. I think you might find such things interesting as well.
Well, we were literally just talking about you, but okay. Tell us about Orestes, our little guild manager.
Orestes is a good person to know. When I become chief thief around here, I will let him keep his job. Nice to know I got some job security around here. But ain't ya counting your cannons before they fire? You ain't won the betting yet. Oh, this time, not even the fat man can beat me. I shall soon be coming into a considerable sum of cash. Watch your backside, matey. Blackmail is a very risky profession. Blackmail? Me? I would not put it quite so crudely as blackmail. I prefer to think of it as, say, keeping a secret. I am very careful with my secrets.
Do you have any information you want to give us?
If you are willing to pay for information, I would be interested in selling some to you. I even have some information of a certain old acquaintance of yours. It seems he holds a grudge from the last time you met. You do need to be careful, you know. However, this is not the place for such a deal. We will speak of this later for, about 1,000 drachmas.
Pricey. How about we ask about rumors?
You wish me to tell you something for free? Do you take me for a fool? Why give away something for nothing when one can make a good living selling what one knows?
Fair enough.
Do be careful. I would hate for anything to happen to you, at least until I am able to sell you some information.
Alright, let's chat with Orestes.
Well, matey, things have been mighty quiet like round here, till you and Ugarte showed up to talk.
And how are you?
Things ain't too bad around here. The chief thief contest is worth watching. Who knows how high that betting's gonna get?
Tell us about this contest.
Check out the betting board. You can see for yourself that the stakes are getting high.
We will probably do that shortly, but not yet. Tell us about Ugarte.
Ugarte's a good source of information. He's certainly the chief gossip around here.
That is not the only thing I will be chief in. You will see, I shall win the bets and become the guildmaster here.
Where are you gonna get that kinds of cash to win?
Oh, I have my sources.
And what if someone brings home the bird? You're sure to be losing then.
The blackbird, huh? There is no such thing. It is all a big joke. It is about as real as those rumors of a dragon underneath this island. A man would be an idiot to still be looking for the blackbird. They are all only fakes.
Oh well, seems like the man who knows everything thinks it's not real. Probably worth believing. Let's ask what kind of merchandise he's got.
I got everything you could want for our profession here.
So shows me some gold, and I'll be happy to sell you things.
And rumors.
Well, if you be wanting information, maybe you should be asking Ugarte there. He's the one who tells me all the rumors around here. You are most kind. It is very true that I make a point of learning information. I am also eager to share my rumors, although some knowledge has a price tag.
All right.
Take care now, and don't get caught doing anything I wouldn't do.
All right, let's make a couple purchases. Sure. Grab some oil, why not?
You're trying to cheat me out of an honor. So, giving me a hard time. You're cheating me.
All right. We got a torch. We'll get blackjack later. We already have a grapple, so now we just need some rope.
You're trying to cheat me out of a... You're cheating.
All right. And we go into our inventory, and we highlight the grapple. Can bring the rope over to it, and they are now combined. Wonderful. And I guess we can pickpocket this little guy before we leave.
It gotcha. If you ring the bells, you know you need...
Managed to pick the dummy's pocket, but it's empty of coin. Alright. Well, now the next time we come back, it'll be a little bit harder. Alright, let's go to the inn, have dinner, and then we have just one final task for the day. Which finally is not an information-based task, but is actually a little more active. I'm pretty sure that she's going to give us the same meal, so we can probably skip through her story this time. Let's find out. Shortly.
The cooks have fixed this just so...
All right. So, let's go up to our room. Pick the lock to always get good practice. Now, we want to get out one of our magnets and place it in our chest here. Carefully place one of the magical magnets in the chest. You can now use the other magnet to transport yourself here. Wonderful. Alright, let's get out of here. Look at that picture when you get back to the room. Intrigued by what it was. It looked remarkably like Elsa. Alright, so we'll head up towards this part of town. Just to be safe, I guess I will quickly pause and save. Alright, now we're going to sneak, which is particularly amusing because there's a guard we're going to walk right past. And he's going to stare at us, but not seem to care about what we're doing. And then just gonna wait for... Well, maybe we won't. There's a guard who roams this courtyard that hopefully we won't see. Now the smart thing to do is wait for him to come and then leave, but I just don't feel like doing that. So if we get caught, I'll live. And we can just be more careful next time. We'll pick this lock. And now, we don't really need to sneak anymore, but now we can. Why not? We will pick this lock. And it's time for us to become bank thieves. So, just set the trap in motion. You have 1 minute to start the trap before it blows up. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Let's write down our figures here. Well, help if my pen worked. Just get the look of all of them down. Alright. And that guy. Cool. Alright. Let's see how well we can do here. What I want to be able to read what I wrote in a very small volume of ink. 1 of 4. Ooh, you were down here? No, here. And you are down here. Nice. You... here? No, here. Oh. Maybe it was this one. Yep, just couldn't read my writing. Alright, let's grab our cash. Quite a bit of cash, about 5,000 drachma. And then we'll make our first use of the magnet. And that will do it for today. So we're going to head to bed for the night and wake up in the morning. I forgot I want to look at this picture. Yeah, we'll do it in the morning quickly, and then we shall call it a video. A little bit more of an adventure this next day, day 3. You'll awaken much refreshed. Wonderful. Looks like a portrait of Elsa on Spielberg. Obviously wants to keep an eye on you. What about this one? Looks like a landscape done by some amateur painter and purchased at a yard sale for a drachma. It was not a bargain. Alright, I like it. Anyway, like I said, we will end things here, and when we come back, we're going to be looking into some Pegasus feathers and the Hippocrene water. But till then, see you.